Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to Next Gen PGA Tour 2K21 live here on the channel. Today we are going to be playing the legendary golf designer Arctic Fury's Ironfall Golf Club USA. This is an amazing fictional course and it is going to be hosting the next round of the Alt Shot Super League, which is hosted on early 1981's World of Golf Society. So let's take a look at the course settings. As always, everything will be left at default. Fairways are soft, greens are soft, green speed is medium fast, time of day is dusk, and the weather is clear. So let's take a look at the tee and pin options. We do have 3 tee options. We are going to be playing from the gold tees, which are playing 7,198 yards, and we are going to be taking on pin set number 2 because that is the pin that our legendary admin Terry Farrant, who is making the Alt Shot Super League possible, guys. He has chosen the courses, he's choosing all the pin positions and everything, and I really cannot thank him enough for all the time and effort he is putting into making these fun society events happen. So Terry, this round is for you. Hopefully we can put on a good show, and it is just a little mark of appreciation for everything you do for us over on early 1981's World of Golf Society. So you do have options here on the first tee. I am going to be taking on the left hand side of this gorgeous opening first hole. It really is one of Arctic Fury's trademarks, that he has absolute just stunning scenery that I've never seen any other designer get close to. But what an absolute superb opening tee shot. Not going to see the ball hit cleaner than that. So 212 yards, down 27 feet. I think 4 hybrids going to be a little bit too long, but there is a little backstop if we go too far past the pin. It's the tiniest of slows. That really shouldn't affect us too much. That ball really is travelling though, and it does look like we are going to catch the bottom part of that backstop. We'll have a long opening eagle attempt from 30 feet. Green speeds are 162. This one is downhill. Not a lot of movement in this one. Decent putt line. Has it got the legs? It didn't turn anywhere near as much as I expected to. But we will tap that in for an opening birdie. So really good start to the round. But it feels like a lifetime since I've actually played one of Arctic Fury's courses on the channel. We do move on to hole number 2. This is a long par 4, playing very tightly here off the tee box. Just going to try and take this down the right hand side. Not a lot of fairway to hit. That is a slow. But we should just about hold on to the centre of the fairway. And we're probably looking about a 6 to 7 iron into this tough pin. Very tight pin location. But I do think 8 iron is going to be absolutely perfect here. There's a little bit of a backstop if you are long here. Oh, it's a tiny fast. This should be good though. That really took a firm bounce. It should come back ever so slightly. It's trying hard to, and that is going to give us another look at birdie from 8 feet. This one's downhill, turning right to left. It's a really good putt line, and with that we do pick up our second birdie. So back-to-back birdies to kick things off. But this course on the PlayStation 5 next generation console just looks absolutely stunning. Look at this for creativity. Really going to use the contours of the green here. Anywhere right at the pin is going to catch that slope, and hopefully the ball does filter down towards the flag stick. So 8 iron. We do get the perfect, and this is tracking really well. It should take a firm bounce down this slope, and that is going to make its way down onto the bottom part of the green. We've actually left ourselves a nasty downhill putt. This one's 16 feet, down 5 inches, and it is going to turn fairly aggressively from right to left. With this new swing technique, I am finding the straight putt lines quite hard to come by. It's a good effort though. Is it going to turn? That must be in, is it? Oh, we must have just missed that on the edge. That couldn't have missed by much. But we do drop that in for our first par of the round. and we will remain at 2 under par. Now, it's been a few months since I've played this course, guys, but like I say, great course selection for our Alt Shot Super League, which is being run by Terry, as I mentioned. But just the PlayStation 5 just really upscales this game, especially on the 60 Hz. So we are going to have to try and apply a good bit of draw here to try and take this tee shot down the left-hand side, round the trees. I think we've applied enough draw for that slow not to really affect us. But there really is some clever strategic holes on this course. I don't think it's the toughest of courses, but you will see plenty of strategy from the designer and some tough pin locations. I've actually never played this pin set, but this is a short par 5. Just going to chase up this hybrid once again. It's a beautiful strike. This should kick out the heavy rough and settle nicely down. Oh my goodness, how did that hang in there? I really expected that to kick out of there with more aggression. It just shows you how fluffy the rough is. But we do have a chip shot from 6 yards. This is for eagle. We get the perfect, and we do hold that in for our first eagle of the round. And with that, we do move to 4 under through 4 holes. So really good start to this round. But like I just said there, I don't feel this is the most difficult of courses. There are a few holes, if I do recall, that really will test any level of player with a downhill element. And if you don't get your yardage correct, you could well be in bogey territory. But hole number 5, it's another scenic par 4. I mean, just look at this, guys. The views are just stunning. Arctic Fury really is just on a different level when it comes to designing courses here. And the play is good as a look. So far, swing timing, swing line has been very, very good for the majority of shots. So we've got 161 yards, down 30 feet, 4 mile per hour wind in my face. This is quite a tough pin to access. Just going to go 7 iron, apply a good bit of backspin here, and try and get this running short off the pin. And it should hold up very, very nicely for us. Only got the 95% power, so it may come up a little bit short. It's going to give us a good putt opportunity from about 8 feet, 7 feet. If only we achieved the perfect there, that could have been so much better. Not the perfect, the 100% power, should I say. Tricky putt from 7 feet. Despite the awful putt line, we do manage to drop that for our 3rd birdie of the round and move to 5 under par. So really cutting up this front 9 so far. Now, I think if we take this on down the left-hand side, we should have a more than enough fairway to work with. It's a little bit of a fast, but fast like that really don't bother me, guys. As you all know, my previous video, I did announce my new swing technique. But ever since the Divot Derby update, my swing timing has been so erratic, it doesn't really matter what I do. But look at this for stunning views. Rock pool with steam coming off of it. Absolutely stunning. The detail he puts in his courses actually can put you off at times because you're too busy admiring the work that's gone into the course to focus on your game. But Sam Wedge, backspin on it. 98% power. Pulled it left, slight fast. Don't spin. That is going to come back a little bit more. I would have liked to have got that a lot closer. The fast actually helped us out there with probably a yard or two, but it's a 12-foot putt. Green's fairly quiet so far, if you are getting close. Not a lot of movement in this, just left edge. Hopefully get the weight good. We achieve all 3 there. Good read, good putt line, good weight. And we are rewarded with another birdie. So we do move to 6 under par. And hole number 7, very short par 5 this one. Especially with the downhill drive that we are being offered here. I'm just going to have to try and maybe take it over the left-hand side. Let's have a look. Very little fairway to work with here. Let's see if we can just carry it and get the gap in between these 2 trees. That wind won't really affect us too much. Oh, it's a fast. It's a red fast. That is definitely going to be in the heavy rough. But we don't have a lot of work to do here. But that pond that defends this green could well be now in play. I don't think we can carry that with this lie percentage. The heavy rough here, wow. It's so punishing. So we're going to have to take our medicine and lay up down the left hand side and play the percentage shot. 5 iron should just about get us down and leave us with a pitch, I would imagine. There's a red slow, so I've went to try and fix the slight fast, and I've pulled off a red slow. But we are 60 yards out. This club's made for it. Not the best in the world at executing pitch shots. Let's see if we can get this one close. Just going to go almost full backspin because we are on a slight downhill slope here. We did pull off the fast, so it's going to take us left, but we did put enough spin on that ball to make it check up. And we have been rewarded with a fairly straightforward 7-foot putt. This would put us to 7 under par. And we are really cutting up the front 9 here. Like I said, it's been a few months since I've actually played this course. So each hole is coming back to me as we progress. And I'm sure with that wind and the slight downhill elevation, we can just about carry the middle part of the fairway. As long as we avoid the trees and the hazards on the right hand side, that is going to work out perfectly. That actually needs to get down because that fairway is going to run off fairly severely. It does check up beautifully, and that is going to leave us a bang on wedge. We do have a wedge made for this distance. No need to play the pitch. Lob wedge 84 yards. So just going full backspin because that wind is hurting us a little bit. And we do have an uphill slope at our feet. Fairly straightforward pin to get close to. That's another tiny fast, but I don't think that'll affect us too much. Don't spin back so much. Just applied a little bit too much backspin there. But that does leave us with a really good look at birdie from 8 feet out. This is going to turn from right to left. Should start to turn. Does turn. Very good putt. I'm very happy with my putt line this round so far. Like I say, it is something since my new swing change. I'm finding it hard to get straight putt lines. Beautiful roller coaster here. I think it's the first course I ever seen with a roller coaster. It's unbelievable. Just off there in the distance. Beautiful shot of it there. Pitch and wedge. Full backspin. Anything left of the pin here is going to filter back down towards the flag stick. I am getting a few fasts here. We have pulled that a little bit left as well, but this should kick hard right. Has it got the legs to get close to the pin? It's worked out really well for us. This is going to be a nasty putt from 11 feet. This one does have a lot of turn from left to right, especially with the downhill element. But it's a beautiful Sunday morning here. Wow, as that just slides past the right edge. And I do hope that you guys are going to enjoy your Easter weekend or Easter Sunday with your close ones. I actually turn 40 tomorrow, which is Monday the 5th of April. That's probably when you will be watching this video. The dreaded 40. Can't believe I'm that age now, guys, to be honest. It just feels like yesterday I was 12, 13 and out playing in the streets with my friends. It's another tiny fast, but that should hopefully cling on to the left hand side of this fairway. Like I said, if you're playing slight fast like that or slight slows, you're still going to have a chance of landing the ball where you're intended. 7 iron, floated up into this uphill. Oh, there's a huge slow, and I felt that. That's never going to make there. Might make front edge if it doesn't kick back down. Put the kiss of death on myself there. But we are left with a chip shot for birdie from 8 yards out. Can fully attack this one with a lob wedge. Go on, get in. Despite the slow, the ball still veered off left. But it's such a windy day here. Forecast is actually snow. I think we've had enough snow so far this year, so we are really hoping that snow doesn't come into play. So we move on to the 11th. 200 yards down, 34 feet. I think 4 iron. If we just try and kick this on from the front of the green, just going to de-loft this a little bit, touch of backspin. May still be a little bit long, but really in between yardages here. We get the perfect, pulled it left. I really need to correct that. That is going to be long, but it is a backstop here. Is it going to come back off it? Come on, come on. It's trying. We've just had a little bit too much power on the ball there for that backstop to take us back down towards the pin. Probably the longest putt of the round so far, from 25 feet, sorry. It's got a chance if we've hit it firm enough. Go on, turn. Good attempt there. We will be tapping that in for another solid par. So slow start to the back nine after a really good start to the front nine, but I do think the back nine's slightly more challenging than the front nine. But with that wind, just going to shape this shot a little bit, take a little bit of yardage off it. Absolute laser beam, and with that fast we are in trouble. Don't be in front of the face of the rocks, it does kick back off, but we are in a world of trouble here because I don't know if I can carry the face of the bunker with that rocks. But we'll go with 5 iron. Hopefully we've got enough loft in this club just to get it over. Oh, we hit the top of the rock. Where on earth is the ball going? Still not landed. Oh, and we do kick into the heavy rough. Wow. I really expected to have just enough loft on that 5 iron to get over the face of that bunker and rock, but in huge trouble here. So just try to shape this 4 iron round and back into play. Wind should help us out here. And this is now about damage limitations. Definitely looking at bogey, unless we can hold this from 88 yards. But that is a huge error on my part there. Just going to deal off this lob wedge a touch. That wind will hold us up. Lie at our feet. We'll take off a good few yards as well with the uphill element. It is another fast, and that is going to be long, but the ball should check up fairly quickly. It does. So we do have a putt from 14 feet, very quiet green here, to walk away with a bogey. This is just a case of keeping the putt line straight, which we've done okay, and we do drop into the centre of the cup for our first bogey of the round. We do move back to 7 under par, so not the best of starts to the back nine after a blistering front nine. We've went par bogey. See if we can get back on the birdie trail with this par 3. This club is made for it. Once again, going to try and use the contours off the green. Despite that slow, this should be really good. This ball should now kick left and hopefully find that little gully that's going to take us back down towards the pin. It's a really good tee shot. We got the tiniest of slows, a slight pull left on our tee shot, so it worked out very well. And we do manage to convert the birdie and get that drop shot straight back and move back to 8 under par. But what a fantastic course this is, guys. I think we've got a stretch of holes here that you really should be picking up birdies if you are worried about your score. I think we can just carry this. There's enough fairway there to work with, and it is an uphill fairway. It's a far better swing line, and with that fast, we should just about sit down on this uphill fairway, and hopefully we can reach this green comfortably in 230 yards. It's down 9 feet. I'm just going to fully loft this, so full loft and full backspin, and this should be bang on yardage actually. Oh, we couldn't have hit that any better. Wow, what a strike. And that ball should sit down really quickly. I think that's about as quick as you're going to get with a 3-wood into these modern greens. And we do have a 38-foot putt, slightly downhill. This would be for our second eagle of the round. Test and putt though. It's going to turn right to left. I've severely underhit that. Severely underhit that. And we may not even be guaranteeing ourselves a birdie here from 7 feet. Certainly missable. One thing for sure, I won't be underhitting this putt. Should turn, does turn, and I rattle that right into the heart of the cup. And we move to 9 under par with 4 holes to play on this majestic golf course. Really looking forward to my alt shot round this week. Look at the views in this course, guys. That stream and waterfall is absolutely stunning. I really don't know how he does it. Every hole is postcard perfect. But we're going to be taking this on. I think we can just about make it with his driver, the 288. That wind is going to be helping us as well. It's a good strike. Has it got the legs though? I tell you something, this could be a hole-in-one if it gets up this slope. Oh, this could be good because it should start to feed. Oh no. I think another yard of carry there. And that ball gets to the top of that slope and starts to feed down towards the pin. Very unfortunate there, but we'll see if we can splash this one as close to the pin as possible. Ball is going to shoot right. Didn't respect the distance there enough. But we do have a 7-foot putt. This one's uphill, so we can attack it. But we'd have liked to have gotten that splash shot another few yards closer. Straightforward putt, which we do convert. And we move to 10 under par with 3 holes to play. But like I did say, early doors of this round, it's not the toughest of courses, to be honest. But look at this for a par 5. It's another really short par 5, but I'm going to be taking this floating fairway. A 4-mile-per-hour wind will be helping us. We've applied just a little bit of de-loft to take a bit of yardage off this. We get the perfect 98% power. Should comfortably kick out the rough here. And that is going to leave us a good look into the 16th green, which is playing 235 yards. Once again, going for the 3-wood. Full off, full backspin. Just try to use the backstop to our advantage if we can execute a good shot here. It's another perfect and laser beam. Very, very happy with how I've been striking the ball for the majority of this round. And we're not going to need the backstop at all. That ball stopped almost stone dead. Lucky if we had 2 yards of carry there. But we do have a 13-foot putt for eagle. See if we can give this small crowd something to cheer about. Is it going to turn enough? No, totally misread that putt despite even pulling it left. But we do pick up another birdie and we do move to 11 under par. I cannot believe how good this course looks, guys, on the next gen console. But look at this for a water. I forgot what you call this now. A hydro. Look at this. I was going to call it a dam, but it's not, is it? It's a hydro. Water hydro. Absolute fantastic detail. And we've got a drivable par 4 here. I think out of bounds is left and long. 3-wood wouldn't get there. It'd get us to the front. I really want to try and take this on, so we are going to fully de-loft this driver. Send it down the left, and hopefully the wind does pull us back if we can execute the perfect here. Tough shot. Tiniest of fast. Come on. Wow, look at that. Look how far left that has taken my ball. Another millimetre, and that's a perfect. But this is now a nasty shot out of the heavy rough. It's given me a horrible lie percentage, but I'm convinced we've got enough club here. Should run out. Oh, it took a huge kick off that bank. And I tell you something, we have really not played that as well as we could have. But sometimes the live percentages in this game that they give you are so far wrong, it's incredible. So let's see if we can chip this one in for the birdie. It's got a chance. What a lovely touch that was. I don't think I could have played that better if I tried. We read that to perfection, and we have been rewarded with a birdie. So absolute solid finish to the back nine so far, and we will be stepping on to the 18th hole, which if memory recalls me is quite a difficult finishing hole at 12 under par. We do have a tight fairway here, down 97 feet, so just going to try and take this down the right hand side, and hopefully that wind does take us from right to left. We have executed a little fast there, and that looks like it could be kicking into the bunker. You really need to pull off a perfect on that fairway. Very tight fairway there, and that is going to punish us. Not the best of lies here, so we're going to have to come down a few clubs. I think 6 iron with a good execution should just about get us there. Sloper to feet's going to take us right, wind back in the opposite direction, and hopefully we can kick this up onto the dance floor, but not with that slow and 97% power. I don't think it's got the legs to get there. It doesn't, and we are going to be left with a chip shot from 8 yards. But we have chipped fairly well this round. Let's see if we can chip in for another birdie. No, that does veer past the left hand side of the cup, but we will be tapping this in from 3 feet for par, which we do. It's a solid round of golf and an absolutely fantastic course, guys. A 61-12 under par round, Ironfall Golf Club USA by the legendary Arctic Fury. I really hope you did enjoy this video, guys. If you did, please leave a like. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I will leave you with my round stats. But until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.
Thanks again. See you soon.